Hey, welcome back to Sua and Ali's Real Estate Talk Show, Real Talk.
How you doing, guys? Welcome back. Thanks for watching our channel. And today we're going to bring some very interesting topic in front of you guys, which will give you really understanding that, how you can make money in this market.
That's right. So my fear has always been, and my wife's too, maybe that's the reason why, we live in houses mostly, because at one time we tried to live in an apartment building, and we felt like claustrophobic, it's too tight, too small.
Yeah, I've been there, yeah.
So we've been mostly invested in houses, and in the past, I have been mostly fix and flipping houses. Find an old house in a poor neighborhood, like the real estate rule, right?
Right.
Find the worst house in the best neighborhood.
Right. And
fix it up and sell it. And we did that for 11 houses.
Wow.
On the 12 houses, which is enough. The market's insane.
It's
like,
insane.
I'm not going to buy $800,000 a house to fix and flip. This is just stupid. Like, especially for Surrey.
Right.
I mean, I put in 100,000, 80 to 100,000. I sell for $1 million. I mean, I don't know. Could I? Could I not?
Exactly. So that's the scarcity that comes in there. And
yeah, you're playing with big numbers now,
right.
and the risk is exponentially higher.
Right. So what's the last time when you bought single family to flip in a good neighborhood? So what was the price range at that time?
Well, it was around $600,000-700,000.
Oh, it's still workable.
Close
Yes.
to $700,000. That was the last one, and we
Okay.
said, after that, when we're about finishing it, we live in it for a while, and we basically live and fixing it within a year. So we weren't doing wholesale. We had our business running the business, so it's just so much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you were doing fix and flip in 2-3 months, you would have made more.
True.
We didn't do that. We stayed there in the residence and fix upstairs and live downstairs and then move upstairs and fix downstairs.
Okay.
Over time, right?
Over time, yes.
Part-time.
But over time, it also gives you a better return too, because our evaluation or our appreciation here is faster than the regular normal national appreciation.
And why we did so well, because we had a long-term approach. Worst case, we live here and rent it out, and that's all we did. And
that's correct.
We did so far 11 home runs. Right?
So Sua, I have $1 million question for you.
Yes.
What can we do in today's market?
Not so much in today's market doing fix and flipping anymore. That I honestly believe it's not there anymore. Unless you look really way out in the regional, outside of the Greater Vancouver Regional District, Fraser Valley perhaps fix and flip, but even then it's dicey.
Prices are still high.
It is. Now you're fixing and flipping a house that's $500,000 in Chilliwack.
That's a scary.
Selling for what, $650,000, $700,000? I don't know. I mean, the house out there brand new is selling for $750,000.
Right.
Why you want to buy $650,000?
That's a retail to me, even though it's a. So unless you find, like in Chilliwack too, about $300,000 house.
Then it's possible.
That you put about $25,000 to $50,000 in there. You can.
But the lot in Chilliwack right now is sitting around $300,000 already, or just sub $300,000. So that means the chance of finding a house for $350,000 is probably pretty darn rare.
Right. Otherwise, or that unit is pretty gutted.
That's right. Yeah. However, I still believe that there's still viable in the Lower Mainland, say in Surrey and outwards on this side of the Fraser.
Okay.
The one way to do that is furnished rental. I call it like Airbnb type.
Airbnb type, yeah.
The reason why I like single-family detached houses for furnished rental is that
it's no bylaws.
Bingo. The man who knows condo rules, right?
No bylaws.
No
man.
bylaws.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
unless there's a city bylaw somewhere.
That's correct. Burnaby that doesn't require. They only allow 2 units. That's it.
Right.
Top and bottom.
Right.
If you're lucky to live in Surrey or outskirts of the Lower Mainland, you can do 3, 4.
Chilliwack is open, I believe, still. Chilliwack has no bylaws on that one. Yeah.
So if you have several of them, then it makes a lot more sense because the rent is more than double what you can traditionally get. And believe it or not, there are a lot of people who come to do Airbnb in Surrey, and of all places, I'm going, why would anybody come to vacation in Surrey? Well, they visit families. There's Indian families in Surrey. There's a lot of ethnic minority families in Surrey, where if they come to visit you, Ali, would you want them to stay for you for like 2-3 weeks?
No.
I'll rent them an Airbnb place.
Absolutely, yes. Oh no, so that's another thing. But there is a good point about Airbnb and stuff. People don't mind, even though they're traveling Vancouver. They don't mind living a little bit further down, like even though they are half an hour away from it.
Yeah.
If the accommodation is cheaper, which is the most expensive part of your trip,
that's right.
They will go.
Yeah.
you know.
Well, if you're charging $100 a night, say 30 days, that's saying for a month, it's $3,000.
Right.
You're not going to get $3,000 for a 2-3 bedroom upstairs or 2-3 downstairs.
Not at all. Or
Right.
try to living in the hotel here.
Yeah.
For a month.
It's expensive.
No, exactly. Right.
Plus full kitchen and everything, right?
Yeah.
The only other thing that I also look at is if you were to buy these places and if you have somebody else that wants to buy a place, they call it rent to own, and rent to own works well in these situations, unstable time.
Yeah.
Because why? They're not going to buy it today. They're going to buy it in 5 years'
5
time.
years, right.
But base the price on what? Future
Based the
price.
Right, but you're going to set up that future price from
That's
day
right.
one.
That's right.
Right.
So the chance of you selling low
Or zero.
is zero because you have escalated the price in 5 years' time.
Right.
So and the good thing is you're getting a rent-to-own situation. You're getting higher rent. The
Because
difference.
they are paying you rent too.
That's right.
Okay.
So instead of paying $2,500 rent every month, they're paying $3,000, and the difference is set aside for the down payment that they'll get in
Where
5
do you
years.
look for these people?
They're all over. Craigslist, Kijiji,
Oh, really?
real estate networks. There are people.
So they also don't need to get any mortgage at this time
No.
because they are tenants
That's right.
living like their own.
Yeah.
All the liabilities are theirs.
That's right.
That's amazing.
They treat it like their
concept.
own house. They'll
Right.
paint, do everything.
Right. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about spending on
You
cosmetic
got
upgrades
excellent
or something.
tenants. You got excellent tenants between these two.
Absolutely.
Right?
They pay
Way
you a
better.
little bit down payment, I guess, in the start, very little chunk,
Yep.
and then they pay you higher rent.
That's it.
That's perfect scenario, yeah.
Or if you buy and hold, you want to flip. If you buy and hold, and for the next 2-3 years you want to flip, joint venture, so everybody spreads the risk.
Right.
That's another way to reduce it.
So that's another strategy where people are buying single family.
That's right.
This is the right time to get into a single family.
Yep.
And get the RTOs done or furnished
Yep.
Airbnb or JV with somebody.
Yep. So like you mentioned in the other video that if I'm short, say about $25-50 a month,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
So spread it among two people, that's nothing.
Nothing. True. No, that's totally fine. That makes sense. That's actually smaller amount like that
Yeah.
doesn't hurt the numbers,
Yeah.
right?
So at the end of the day, and the reason why I like single detached houses too is because when I worked at the numbers, at one time we lived in a 4,200 square foot house between three of us, and
Oh, wow.
it was just too much. It was cold, and it was just not enough people living in the heat of the house.
Right.
You have to use the heat a lot, right?
You need like what a radio to talk to.
I know, but it just didn't make sense. So when we decided about to downsize, we thought about going to townhouse and going to condo. We
Right.
visit all those places,
Yeah.
and then like you said, which I love the most is run the numbers.
Run the numbers.
We run the numbers, and we're going. I'm paying more because strata fees, because all the stuff. If I've got a place to rent and the basement's bringing this X amount of money,
Right.
hey,
Yeah. I missed that boat.
Yeah.
I'm still living in Estrada right now
Yeah.
in a townhouse, but I bought that townhouse for $240.
oh, you're laughing.
Right? So my mortgage payment right now is so less,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
that I can't come up to the same price anywhere else if I go,
No.
unless I put 50% down somewhere,
Yeah.
right? So,
So you got it good there anyway.
Right. So, this is the right strategy at this point to buy a single family if you have a JV partner, if you have a little bit of cash sitting around. Sua is the guy who's going to work on your mortgage. If you need anything in terms of how to qualify for your mortgage, very smart guy. Strategies are amazing. And in this market, if you can't get it from any big 5 banks, Sua is the guy who can get you the mortgage at this market. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll come back to you again.
Yeah. Watch our next video. Hear more advice from this man who great insights in real estate.
Bye.